out tonight on this beautiful night in New York City, especially for those of you who made the trip in from out of town. Really appreciate it, and hope to have give you a beautiful evening as well. Our first song is one that was pretty new, but it's become a standard. Everybody seems to enjoy it, and it's something that everybody has to deal with right now, inflation. The song is called Hyperinflate. What do you do when the states can't pay their pensions? What do you do to alleviate the tensions? Fire up that press you got sitting in the corner. You won't be around to see all the mourners. Print a little money, it's a shot in the arm. It's hard to see around the bend to perceive the harm. And by the time all that debt comes due, you'll be dead and gone. Tell the future, fuck you. Hyperinflate, pump more air in that balloon. Hyperinflate, send asset prices to the moon. Hyperinflate, the bread lines fill around the block. Hyperinflate, let's see it turn back that clock. $3.5 trillion, give the seventh to the public. Divvy up the rest with your friends, what a beautiful republic. Yes, everybody wins except the value of $1. Why's my burger getting smaller while my chip stack's getting taller? Why's there nothing here to buy? Why are the prices all so high? Do the laws of gravitation stop just short of our great nation? It can never happen here, cause it hasn't happened yet. Said every tightrope walker before he dove right through his net. Hyperinflate, gasoline upon the fire. Hyperinflate, better puncture-proof that tire. Hyperinflate, Venezuela's and Zimbabwe's. Hyperinflate, won't matter much how much your job pays. Greenspan, Bernanke, Yellen, and Powell want the root causes, find them and howl. Watch them rub their chins and bemoan inequalities. They'll never admit the effect of their policy. Schopenhauer said all truth passes through 3 stages. Ridiculed at first, violently opposed on the next stages. Then when the storm sweeps all the sediment, everyone suddenly finds it self-evident. If it didn't work once, just try it again. Kick the can down the road and wait until when there's nowhere to kick it. So just hide in your bunker. Hope no one finds you when it's your turn to hunker. What do you do when the last bubble's in the past? Blow another one even bigger than the last. What .com didn't take down, housing sure did. Now we're in one so big, there's no holding down the lid. So hyperinflate a $quadrillion bill. Hyperinflate, yes, that'll prove the perfect pill. Hyperinflate and watch everyone revolt. Hyperinflate, let's see you handle that jolt. Hyperinflate. 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 Hyperinflate, 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 hyperinflate. All right, the next song is called Palpitations. It was written by my friend Lux Summers, who's here tonight, and it will be sung as a duet with Eliza Dumas, who has joined the band recently, and we've been having a great time doing these duets, and here we go, Palpitations.
stuttering, we miss forever every time we blinked.
No records broken, for state license plates past flooring it. I wanted to break the sound barrier, though the roadside coffee was only passable. It made my heart rattle as we drove, the sun rising on our right.
The tin can tied by a string to the back of the Chevy. It never loose, never caught itself on a straight coast.
Longing and tucked along with us, the two of us, and the motor and the radio that's melting to fuzz as we drove north out of Angel Station. These palpitations, inspired by you, were invented by me. These palpitations are my body's way of telling me I'm finally free. Sun overhead, the shadows gone now. My left arm raw from the wind. Who knows where we'll be when the stars come out? But does it really matter when there's nowhere that we have to be?
The page missing in the atlas is where we're next. State lines snapping like twigs beneath our tires. The roadside coffee is still just passable, but it's kept my heart racing all day.
The sun settling on our left.
The tin can tied by a string to the back of the Chevy still hasn't loosed, hasn't worn itself out at all.
Longing tucks along with us, the two of us, and the motor and the radio that's melting into fuzz as we drive north out of range of the station. These palpitations, inspired by you, were invented by me. These palpitations are my body's way of telling me I'm finally free. All right, for this next song, we're going to introduce Peter Apfelbaum on saxophone. Peter's a tremendous performer, the leader of his band Hieroglyphics, correct? I got it wrong last time. It's Hieroglyphics, so please go see them. I had the pleasure of watching them a few months ago, and they were fantastic. This song is called Don't Underestimate Me. rather learn more and preach less, but don't confuse my kindness for weakness, 'cause maybe even I can make a little difference. So enough talk, let's get down to business. Underestimate me, don't underestimate me, don't underestimate me, don't underestimate me. Don't try to tell me that you haven't felt it. It's not just me who's overwhelmed. No time to deal with what's gotta be dealt with. No way to know what time will tell.
Something fun, try, sci-fi, something to do on the fly.
All of my insides change with the outdoors and flutter my way through the night. If I can send joy out, I just might get back home, and maybe that's just the way I fight it. Don't underestimate me. Don't underestimate me. Don't underestimate me. Don't underestimate me. Thank you. On this one, I had to introduce one of our guitarists. We've got two great ones tonight. I'm going to start with Mark Schulman, who played the riff during that song. A terrific performer who's been with us from the beginning and just makes magic happen every time he plays the guitar. So let me tell you about Arminia, who is originally from Brazil. I've known her a long time. She's all over the world. You never know what continent you're going to find her in. I didn't even know she was here this week, and we were trying to figure out the final song for this set, and right when I was trying to figure out, Arminia texted and said, "Do you have any shows coming up?" And I said, "Yes, do you want to be in it?" And she's in it. This is a song called Malagasy Uprising. I was born in Malagasy. It's an island, I am told. But I grew up in the highlands and I never saw the sea. The French called it Madagascar and they made the place their own. But it's the only place on earth I'll ever be. By 1947, the farmers had had too much. In the Malagasy uprising, they stormed and killed 20 men. But when the French responded, and they were done and said, there were over 100 Malagasy dead. The Malagasy uprising, now 70 years old. The Malagasy uprising, I believe everything I was told. That if you dare to push back, no matter how you try, your loved one's gonna die. Your loved one's gonna die. They burned my mother with a bomb. They threw my sister from a plane. The French proved very civilized with their terrorizing flames. And no more, they began their work at dawn. And what had done in their spirit faded and was gone. But years have passed, and now at last I can plant rice on my land. And Jacques Chirac apologized, a thief washing his hands. he still lives on. It's an island, I am told, but I still have never seen the sea, and now I'm more than old. The Malagasy uprising, now 70 years old. The Malagasy uprising, I believe everything I was told. That if you dare to push back, no matter how you try, your loved one's gonna die. Your loved one's gonna die. I still live in a colony, stripped mind of its pride. I still live at the mercy of a man I'll never see. And I'll die here in Madagascar, the island where I hide. And I'll die here in the highlands, the only place I'll ever be. The Malagasy uprising, now 70 years old. The Malagasy uprising, I believe everything I was told. That if you dare to push back, no matter how you try, your loved one's gonna die. Your loved one's gonna die. Your loved one's gonna die. Your loved one's gonna die.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good summer. It's always a treat when Rimini is in town. All right, we're moving on to one of my favorites. It's a song called Dopamine. I'll walk with roses 100,000 miles for you. I'll write a poem, tears in my eyes, just to sight a glimpse of you. I'll spend an hour to choose the best flower to pick the mood I see in you. I'll take my love of the day, throw it away, just to try to cast a net for you. But is it you or myself that I'm embracing, or is the truth that I'm just out chasing dopamine? Dopamine, dopamine, dopamine. I'll pay a call, I'll trip and fall in my desperate rush to run to you. I'll reason I can't put down my phone. You're the reason I lift myself from bed each day. You're the reason I can't just stay. But who are you and which way you're facing? I can't tell, 'cause I'm just out chasing dopamine. 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 Dressed up the porn sunset as my go-to. Spaghetti dash, you know to say don't. I'm too smart to deny you exist, but I'm too weak to ever resist you. Dopamine. Sean Pelton on drums. In my biased opinion, one of the best drummers in the world. Appears regularly on Saturday Night Live. He's just fantastic to work with. He's as good to work with as he is talented. As many of you know, this until recently was my main passion in life, and we're lucky enough, I'd say half of my friends are people I know from harness racing. Many of them are here tonight. We also have some luminaries from the sport here as well. So I send this out to these people as well as everybody who loves animals. This is about a horse. For those of you who are not familiar with harness racing, horses have tattoos, freeze brands on their necks, and that is a way of identifying them at all times. And so I named this song after the horse's tattoo number because sometimes people don't know the horse's name. It's W1775. W1775 wiggled one whisker and opened one eye. Half was dark earth and half was bright sky. He saw his mom stand, thought he'd give it a try, but his legs couldn't hold him, they thrashed all about. But little by little he figured it out, and by the end of his first day he would follow his mom and they'd run. The spring it gave way and the summer set sail, and he ran and he played and he chased his mom's tail, and the air was alive with the sting of cut grass, and that summer was like no one future or past. And then a truck pulled up painted green on the side. He jumped in the back and they went for a ride south of the border on I-95. W1775. Winter training began, and it was a breeze. Left, front, right, rear, just as crisp as you please. He felt the bit in his mouth, he felt the girth clinched tight, he felt the left line attached, and then felt the right, and the cart was snapped on, and the driver said go, and he trotted. Find yourself lost in this world as it rots. Watch the gravel kick sideways as a 2-year-old trots. If it isn't just glorious, lovely and clean, then my words can't describe what your eyes haven't seen. No, my words can't describe what your eyes haven't seen. When April came calling, he'd learned his job well. He handled his lessons, earned a toll of the bell, and eagerly north the green truck 95 went W1775. Every week faster and faster they'd go, 1775 and his foe. They paired him with a filly and they trained them together, and their velocity soared with the change in the weather. And the next time the truck came, it was just he and his gal. No road trip this time, just a short little whirl to a racetrack where 40 short years ago 40,000 a night would clamor to go. And when he was hooked and set out on the track, he'd never been there, but he felt he was back at home with the grandstand, the stone dust, the rail, as happy as when he had followed Mom's tail. And the starting gate came and it opened its wings, 7 babies behind it, their tendons like springs. He put his nose on the gate like he'd always known how. The only place here and the only time now. And the gates sprung open, colors flew all around, horses charged from both sides, but he held his ground. And 1775 saw it all, and soon he was racing each week till the fall. He didn't win all his races, but still he won plenty. Of 96 tries, he won almost 20. He wasn't a champ, but he paid his way. But once he turned 8, he lost a step, then another, and one race was worse and was worse than the other. One day a man came to talk to the trainer. He said, "You have anything here who can't be a claimer?" Hands in his pockets, averting his eyes, he said, "Yes, W1775, but find him a good home, or at least a good job. He's a hard-working horse, and he can't be robbed of the rest of his life that he earned while racing." The man said, "I'll see what I can do with the placing." So under the tunnel, New Jersey, New York, where his great-great-grandsire had worked through the Great War, and life was so different, but no one else cared. Just a carriage horse now, not excited, not scared, and the mornings were different, but he was the same. Though when he was a racehorse, he'd once had a name. Now he was just a number tattooed on his hide, W1775. And nobody raced, their carts heavy and slow, but he learned every street, red for stop, green for go. And the cars had no wings, but there were people to meet, kids' feet not to step on, water troughs in the heat. He'd raced for 6 years, he pulled a carriage for 9, and through those 15 his coat lost its shine. And the muscles so tense and so taut when he raced were tired and spent and lost and displaced. They called his old owner, "Could you give him a home?" She said, "We've always got a place for one of our own." And the van shook and rattled and the ramp was pulled down, inviting him down to fresh grass and fresh ground, inviting him down to fresh grass and fresh ground. W1775 wiggled one whisker and closed one eye. All was dark earth, gone the bright sky, but he felt a deep rest. Why fight it, why try? He'd spent his life doing only things he'd been told, and he'd never decided on how to grow old. But he was never more than a length from fully alive. W1775, W1775, W1775. Thank you. And that's also for all the horses too, not just the people here who love the horses. All right, a new song. And for this one, I'm going to introduce our other guitarist, Larry Saltzman. Larry's going to start this one off, so take it away. It's time to board this plane, so let's head for the jetway. It's time to start this life, so let's lift up off the runway. There's a million steps you could have taken, but you took them my way. So let's take the step together, join our journeys today. Pour your special sauce to lubricate this romance. You can be the boss, but just save me your best stance. Cause you're more than my best friend. If you want me at my best, then just let me feel free. Let me feel free. Oh, there you go, my own full catastrophe. Oh, there you flow, my ticket to vivacity. I want your flexibility to live a life that feels true. You want my consistency, let me hand it to you. Your skin shining, my heart pining, cause you're more than my best friend. If you want me at my best, then just let me feel free. Let me feel free. You're a master of deception and I like your slippery style. Throw me a little illusion and I'll dream on it a while. Flood me with a bit of your cerulean charm. Tug me around, I'll hold on to your arm. There are days that with the wings at our intention change the time. Keep on course, focus on our destination. Cause you're more than my best friend. If you want me at my best, then cause you're more than my best friend. If you want me at my best, then just let me feel free. Let me feel free. Let me feel free. Let me feel free. Anywhere that you want to go and take all the time that you need. Cause you know that I breathe to see you and you know that I'm willing to bleed. For one more look at you in that dress. For one more day in the heat of our mess. Tell me one more time that I can breathe easy. Remind me once more that we're both crazy. Cause you're more than my best friend. If you want me at my best, then just let me feel free. 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 All right. Um, Back to the horse racing metaphor. You know, if you're driving your horse, it's something that you're involved with the whole way through. But if you're a trainer of a horse and you're not driving, it's kind of a weird feeling to send that horse off onto the track by itself, and you have to wait back and see what's going to happen. But I kind of enjoy that, and I'm going to enjoy that here because Eliza is going to sing the next song, and I'm going to sit this one out. This is called Ambition.
Ago you wandered into my store. I thought, yes, you're the one who I've been waiting for. Everyone says these efforts never work, but they'll see, yes, they'll see. What I can track isn't worth tracking or hacking, and if you know what I knew, you'd probably get your bags packing. Reverse search genealogy, your ex-wife likes mythology. I know. Yes, I know. Pretty soon it's gonna fall into place. I'll toss a little word. You'll take the bait. Yes, I'm on a mission. Don't get in the way of my ambition. Yes, I'm on a mission. Don't get in the way of my ambition. I know every pixel in the picture of your perfect face. I'm gonna kiss them all when you come to my place. You finally threw me a smile, I threw back my head. This little plan is getting there. Cherry Garcia, I got it right here up front. I don't miss a single trick when I'm out on the hunt. Wednesday at 2, just me and you. I thought you'd never ask. Now I've got 5 solid days of pure anticipation, conjured into being by pure imagination. Yes, I'm on a mission. Don't get in the way of my ambition. Yes, I'm on a mission. Don't get in the way of my ambition. I guess that was okay, but you didn't say the things that you're supposed to say. You don't think like you don't smell like you. It isn't you, it's never you. You seemed hurt when I sent you away. Well, why the hell did you assume I'd ask you to stay? You're a wolf in sheep's clothing. You fill me with loathing. Go away. It doesn't matter who you are. You're still in my game, and it's your loss, not mine. The way that the cards fell, something or someone better that's next to me. You see, yes, you see. There's no time for me to waste on pity. There's a million opportunities in this fine city. Yes, I'm on a mission. Don't get in the way of my ambition. Yes, I'm on a mission. Don't get in the way of my ambition. Yes, I'm on a mission. Don't get in the way of my ambition. Yes, I'm on a mission. Don't get in the way of my ambition.
Thank you. Great job, Eliza. Also, should mention that Peter Applebaum also plays flute, as you probably noticed on that song. Very versatile musician. Speaking of versatile musicians, our Emmy-winning keyboardist, Bette Sussman, is back with us this time, and she was not here for the last couple shows, and when I realized she was back for this one, I had to throw an old song back in there from my first album. I just love what Bette does with this song. It's called Falling Apart. Can't you hear the rumble from underground? Can't you hear the hum from up above? Don't you hear the whisper on the street? Don't it shake you sometimes when you hear the heat? It's just the sound of everything falling. It's just the sound of everything falling. It's just the sound of everything falling apart. The crime, you're free to stay. Blow the whistle, better stay away. Should I censor what I say? It's recorded by the NSA, but it feels so much better with Big Brother on the phone. And if you love, never feeling alone. There's a ringing that never leaves my ears. It's at a pitch that's tuned into my fears. Too distracted to think, too awake to sleep. Yes, it shakes me sometimes when I hear the heat. It's just the sound of everything falling. It's just the sound of everything falling. It's just the sound of everything falling apart. How do you turn off the toys? How do you turn down the noise? Taylor and Cleveland and Kanye and Jim and the mirror I wonder and let your mind swim below the shiny surface of what they try to call the news. Beneath the sheltered island of what you think you've got to lose. So take a look around. Take a look around. Tell me if we're lying down. Tell me if we're waking up. Tell me who we're up against. Tell me who we're fighting for. And tell me why there's a SWAT team at my door. What good's a vote when both sides have been fought? What good is hope when it only keeps you caught somewhere between where you are and where they say you're supposed to be? No matter who you are, it's gonna shake you when you hear the heat. It's just the sound of everything falling. It's just the sound of everything falling. It's just the sound of everything falling apart. I think I better find somewhere new to run. I think I better learn how to shoot this gun. I used to think I could find some comfort in the crowd, but this cacophony, it's just too damn loud. It's just the sound of everything falling. It's just the sound of everything falling. It's just the sound of everything falling apart. It's just the sound of everything falling. It's just the sound of everything falling. It's just the sound. our last song of the night here. First of all, I'd like to introduce our background singers, Elaine Caswell and Neil Coomer, who are here tonight. 2 days ago, they were in either Australia or New Zealand on a tour with Cyndi Lauper and Rod Stewart. They rushed back. They were jet lagged at rehearsal yesterday, and but they're on top of their game tonight. Okay, 1948 is the name of this song. This is a song that I will introduce my bassist and producer Tony Kniff shortly, is assigned as a song to be written about history, and this is an assignment that Tony gives a lot in his classes. I had written one called 1848, which some of you may have heard before. I'm going to write one called 2048 for next time, but this is 1948, a time when I think a lot of people didn't think things were falling apart. 1948. Mortgage from the GI Bill, and I got my heart set on a house on a hill. Route 66, yeah, cross, come on dear. Look at the future, can you see it from here? As they say, the streets out there are paved with gold, and a man like me just won't grow old. It's time to take my shot. We won the war, get in the car, let's move to California. Bang, 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 and a baby boom. Comes equipped with a nursery room. Only 3 more months I will meet my son. Being born right now, he's already won. And the sun shines out there every day, and I can't believe it turned out this way. God bless the USA. We won the war, get in the car, let's move to California. My wife beside me in our brand new DeSoto. The first time we've been west of Chicago. Tucumcari, Albuquerque, Flagstaff, and Canyon, burning up the miles with a reckless abandon. We won the war, go USA! We're rolling down the grapevine on our way to LA. We won the war, go USA! We're rolling down the grapevine on our way to LA. And I wish my dad was still here to see the good fortune that he earned for me. Not gonna miss this shot. We won the war, get in the car, let's move to California. It's been a few years and all is okay. I could learn to duck and cover from the bombs today. The radio's playing Chuck Berry's Maybelline. The serpent's great and everyone keeps his car clean. But I must have missed the part of not growing old. Place is so hot, but it's leaving me cold. But I can't stop, I got steaks on the grill. And my wife, she can't keep her hands still. Still I know this is as good as it gets. No American can afford to forget how we fought to get here. We won the war, get in the car, let's move to California. We won the war, get in the car, let's move to California. We won the war, go USA. Rolling down the grapevine on our way to LA. We won the war, go USA. Rolling down the grapevine on our way to LA. We won the war, go USA. Rolling down the grapevine on our way to LA. We won the war, go USA. Rolling down the grapevine on our way to LA. Thank you, Anthony. Okay, we're going to do an encore, which we never do, but we're going to do one this time. This is why I did not introduce Tony until now, because I was saving him for the last song, but I've realized that when there's an encore, it's hard to do it that way. But Tony has been my, aside from being the bassist in the band, he's been my music teacher and producer and friend, and is just such a big part of everything that we do. Yeah. He's hired, believe me, he's already hired. Okay, this is a quick song called It. It's about the problems of using technology to write music. about to pick back up on a project. Got an autosave version from my last time on Logic. Unexpectedly quit, which seems quite expected. Now I think I got it fixed. I got this little glitch corrected. But then it steps in when I was ready to bounce it. Yes, it steps in just to take this song and trounce it. Yes, it steps in. Couldn't find another way to do it. It stepped in another hour. God, just screw it. Play it, Sean. Just Shauna finished her song. It was 6:57. Got the last note written. Must have felt like heaven. What relief to finally get to the end. What torture when the final version just wouldn't send. What happened? It stepped in. Solid objects disappear. It steps in. When it's closer than it appears. It steps in when they put you on hold. Since time is money, watch them steal your gold. Tamara lost a day of her songwriting time. It's hard to think of your own lyrics when you're caught out on the line. It steps in, Eva's musical musings. Any way you see it, there's nothing but illusion. It steps in, how you gonna get it? Stick to slack when the arrow disappears, and it simply won't come back. It steps in. 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 Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate everyone coming out. Enjoy the beautiful night. Enjoy New York City if you're from